Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you today. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards first, and then we'll jump into tarot. Also, be sure to check out the description box down below, where I will leave some journal prompts for you based on this reading. Okay, we've got two already. Let's pull one more. One more oracle card, please. Okay. So, we've got number 29, find the lesson, discover the purpose in a situation, and trust that you are learning. Number 37, nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messengers. And number 10, follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what's best for you. I feel like you're at this point in time where you're really questioning a lot, questioning yourself, wondering what the point of everything is, really. You've probably been through a number of trials and tribulations, is what I'm hearing. Challenges, just like I'm hearing a multitude of challenges. And you're kind of in this headspace where you're wondering, when is it going to end? When is it going to end? What is the point of all of this? I feel like I'm not moving. You're telling me you feel like you're not moving. I'm spinning in circles. I don't like where I am, but I don't know how to get out of it. Okay? So, Spirit is saying you are, in fact, moving, even if it's just energetically, because you are learning. With every day that passes and every experience that you go through, you are learning, you are growing, you are expanding. It's inevitable. Even if the physical changes seem like they haven't caught up yet. Energetically, you are shifting and changing. And maybe the changes are just so slow, they seem imperceptible. But Spirit is saying, first of all, trust that you are learning. And then there's something here within nature for you. Connecting with nature. If you don't already connect, I just saw 313. If you don't already connect with nature on a regular basis, start doing so. Make it a practice. Something about infusing your life with the energies of nature just brings in this beautiful freshness and a sense of levity, clarity. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords would cut through all of this emotional, watery heaviness that you might be feeling. So in any way that you feel called, start connecting with nature. I'm hearing you'll find yourself in nature, okay? And that brings us to number 10. Follow your own good advice. That's what you really need to do is find yourself, connect more deeply with yourself. That's why you need nature, because nature is like a sacred container within which you can be with yourself more deeply. And the truth is, you do have the answers. Don't get distracted by what other people are doing or what has worked for other people or what seems to be the right thing. Your own heart, your intuition, and your critical thinking, your common sense. All of you, right? It all adds up to the answer you're looking for is in you. So follow your own good advice. And being in nature will help you to do that. Being in nature helps to, I just saw 505, it helps to eliminate noise and distraction so you can just be with yourself, right? And then the answer becomes obvious. The truth is right there. What you need to do, where you need to go, what you need to let go of, it's all right in here. But if there's too much external noise, you're not going to sink into it or feel the weight of it, you know? Okay, let's go into tarot. Show me the collective of Pisces, please. Show me the collective of Pisces right now, please. King of Wands. Knight of Cups. And they're facing away from each other, which is very significant. Okay. So there's some kind of internal conflict I'm feeling. There's this push-pull inside of you, a push-pull. I feel like there's like the surface of you and then there's the depths of you. I wonder if your rising sign and your sun sign are like very different, you know. If your sun sign is Pisces, maybe your rising sign is something like Aries, you know, or Leo, or vice versa, whatever, you know. That's how I see it. It's these two parts of you that are not on the same page. They're facing completely different directions, and they are very different. So there's a part of you that is more impulsive, fiery, inspired, lit up, action oriented. And then there's another part of you that's feeling much more, I don't know, it feels heavier. Feels heavier. I'm almost perceiving it as like a very driven part of you versus a very emotional part of you. And they're not working together. We want them to be like this so that they can mesh within you and unify. Okay. So I think as long as you're distracted by the external, these two aspects of your being are never going to reconcile. Because in order for them to reconcile requires conscious attention and focus on your part, awareness, inner work, shadow work even. So maybe going out into nature literally, not just connecting with a specific energetic component of nature, but going out into nature will help to create the groundedness and the peace within which you can do this inner work to reconcile these two parts of you. Let's see. Oh, ha. Three of Cups just jumped out. Yeah, you need to bring these two parts together. They're both you, okay? They're both you. Your emotional depth, your compassion, your love, your incredible sense of feeling and intuition, delicious wateriness, right? It is you. And your drive, your fire, your expression, your ambition. It's almost like the masculine and feminine within you. They're both you. And when you unify them, this beautiful third expression can be born. When you unify two seemingly opposite parts, a third consciousness emerges, and that is them unified. You know what I mean? Okay. What is the primary experience that the collective of Pisces is moving through? What is the larger archetypal experience that Pisces is currently moving through? And that is really a missing link. I think when these two parts of you unify, you'll know just what to do. The answer you're looking for is in the unification of these two parts. What is the primary experience? Yeah, boom, strength. You're learning the power of your own strength, your strength of character. Your strength comes from not your ability to force or control anything. I mean, at the end of the day, we basically control nothing. It's not that kind of strength. This is about the strength of love and understanding and patience. This is what you are learning to give to yourself. You have an opportunity here to love yourself on a deeper level through the inner work you're being called to do between these two parts. Maybe you have resistance to one part or the other. Maybe you feel more identified with one part or the other. Maybe you reject the part of you that is driven and ambitious and more masculine. Or maybe you reject the part of you that's more feminine and fluid and feely, sensitive. Right? Maybe you vacillate between owning and rejecting each of them. Whatever it is, the strength card is saying you're learning how to be compassionate and patient with yourself. That's what this is all about. I mean, that's the lesson. That's the lesson that you're learning. Okay. What's the primary challenge that Scorpio or Pisces, sorry. I did the Scorpio reading a few hours ago. What's the primary challenge that Pisces is facing? Two of Cups. Look, it's the masculine and the feminine facing each other. It's these two parts facing each other rather than facing away from each other. This is literally perfect. The challenge is to get these two parts to look at each other, to face each other, and to integrate and work together. So how do you do that? There are so many countless ways to do inner work and shadow work. My recommendation for you at this time is to go all the way into each of these parts of yourself. So take it as it resonates, right? But there is a more masculine, driven, leader, goal-oriented, fiery part of you. Have a conversation with that part of you. Okay? And then there is a more feminine, fluid, intuitive, wishy-washy, sensitive part of you. You need to have a conversation with each of these parts independently. Channel them. Do a meditation, do a visualization, go out into nature if you need to, or surround yourself with nature elements, maybe call in nature elements, surround yourself with plants. I don't know. There's so many different ways, but lean into, in whatever way resonates, lean into the energies of nature to create a safe, sacred space, eliminate distraction, and go into all the way into each of these two distinctly different parts of yourself, and get to know them. Get to know them. What is the deepest desire and motivation of this part? And what is the deepest desire and motivation of that part? How do they feel about each other? Are they even aware of each other? Where in your physical body do they live? There are endless questions. But by getting to know each of these parts, you'll be able to ultimately connect them to each other, find common ground between them, bring greater awareness to them, and you'll be able to start 1555 555. You'll be able to start the process of integration and wholeness, bringing them together consciously. Okay, so that's my advice. Let's wrap it up with some advice from Spirit and from the cards. Any other advice besides what I've already said, besides working with nature? Any final advice for Pisces Spirit? The Chariot. Okay, focus. The Chariot is asking you, just for a time, not forever, to have singular focus. Again, put on blinders, tunnel vision, momentarily. Go into tunnel vision and focus on doing this, because this is the missing key that you've been looking for. The fact that these two parts of you are not integrated and working together is why you feel like you keep going in circles. Because, I love the analogy I heard one time by Teal Swan. She said, imagine, and I'm paraphrasing, but like imagine that you're a boat or you're a canoe, and all these different parts of you are separate people in the boat. Well, if you have some parts of you paddling one way and other parts of you paddling another way, the boat's not going to move. That's what's happening. That's why you feel like you're going in circles, because they're totally different, facing away from each other, paddling in opposite directions. Okay, so tunnel vision, eliminate distractions, do this. Make the time to do this inner work. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Pisces. Be sure to check out the description box for those journal prompts if you'd like to take your self-awareness a layer deeper. Leave any questions or comments down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.